Good morning, students, and welcome back to history class. Dear students, in this video, I would like to revise the lesson our constitution. Okay, or I would like to teach something about the Constitution of India. Already we have learned this lesson, no? The Constitution of India. And here the picture shows the preamble. We the people of India having solemnly resolved. Okay, preamble means introduction. Preamble is the introductory part of our constitution. Okay, about our constitution. So please remember the following points. And we have learned, no, so there was the formation of an assembly, no, the Constituent Assembly to frame the Constitution of India. And we have learned, so the British sent a mission to India, cabinet mission. Already we have learned how many members were there in that mission. And from the Indians there was a demand for a constitution of their own. Okay, that is why there was the formation of the Constituent Assembly. And we have learned there was election to this assembly, no, from our country. Okay. And we have learned about the original strength of the assembly, original strength. And then what happened after the boycott of the Muslim League. So what was Muslim League? Muslim League was a party formed in 1906. Okay. After the formation, so when Muhammad Ali Jinnah became the president of this Muslim League, so that party demanded a separate nation for the Muslims. So after some days what happened, so they boycotted the Constituent Assembly, and this boycott caused the reduction of membership of the assembly. Okay. So listen, this point say 284 members of the Constituent Assembly signed the Constitution of India, original constitution. Okay. And the Constituent Assembly adopted the Constitution on 26 November 1949 and it became effective on 26 January 1950. We know that on 1950, it is the Republic Day, you know that or no. So Assembly adopted the Constitution on 26 November 1946. Then on 26 January 1950. Okay. Until 1950, we had a constitution that was the Government of India Act 1935. It was an act of the Parliament of the United Kingdom 1935. No, so this was the constitution for India until 1950. Okay. Before that, please remember what do you mean by constitution? Constitution is a group or a set of laws according to which a country is governed. And we have learned it is a supreme law of the land. It is a fundamental or the basic law of the land. Constitution. And all the people, all the organization must follow and obey and respect the Constitution. In class 10, you will learn about the Parliament of India, legislative assemblies of our country, governments of India, it means union government and the state governments. All these governments have to follow the Constitution. Everything is clearly explained in the Constitution regarding the powers of the government, about our fundamental rights. We will learn fundamental rights in coming lesson, about our duties. Fundamental duties and fundamental rights. Then about the directive principles. So in our constitution there are some number of principles, no, certain principles are there. Okay. So certain principles are there and these principles are guiding the present and the future government. It is given in the constitution. So we can say a fundamental or the most important supreme law of the land, that is known as constitution. Okay. So listen, for the framing of this constitution, so there was an assembly, the Constituent Assembly, and we know that one now. Okay, so who was the chairman of the Constituent Assembly? Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the chairman of the Constituent Assembly. Dr. Rajendra Prasad. And what was role played by B.R. Ambedkar in the Constituent Assembly? B.R. Ambedkar. We can call him as the architect of the Indian Constitution. And he was the chairman of the drafting committee of the Indian Constitution, And he was the first law minister of Government of India, law minister. A multi-talented figure in India, that was B.R. Ambedkar. Please remember a constitution and then listen. So, the assembly drafted the constitution of India, which was selected by the members of the provincial assemblies. The assembly means the constituent assembly. The 389 member assembly, what was the original strength of the constituent assembly? 389 members. Then reduced to 299 at the partition of India, 299. What was the original strength of the assembly, and then what was the reason for the reduction? And we know that that took almost 3 years to draft the constitution and had 11 sessions. 11 sessions, and it took what we can say, time taken by the assembly. And B.R. Ambedkar was a wise constitutional expert. He had studied the constitution of about 60 countries, and he is recognized as the father of the Indian Constitution. And then this point only, please remember. And 6th December 1946, there was a formation of the Constituent Assembly. 6th December, please remember the day. 6th December 1946, formation of the Constituent Assembly. 9th December 1946, the first meeting was held in the Central Hall of the Parliament House. When was the first meeting of the Assembly? 9th December 1946. Please remember. On 9th December 1946, the first meeting was held in the Central Hall of the Indian Parliament, and Sachidananda Sinha was the presiding officer. He was the oldest member of the Central Assembly. He was an advocate and a very talented parliamentarian. And how many members were there in the first meeting? 207 members participated in the first meeting of the Constituent Assembly, 9th December 1946. Then on 11th December 1946, the Assembly appointed Dr. Rajendra Prasad as its chairman or president on 11th December 1946. Then H.C. Mukherjee as his vice president and B.N. Rao as constitutional legal advisor. Who was the chairman or the president of the Assembly? Dr. Rajendra Prasad. And on 11th December 1946, the Assembly appointed him as the President and H.C. Mukherjee as the Vice President of the Assembly, respectively. Out of 389 members, 292 were from provinces. There were provinces, just like the present days, provinces were there. British provinces were there. And 292 from these provinces, 4 from chief commissioners provinces, and 93 from princely states. Picture shows B.R. Ambedkar, the father of the Indian Constitution. And now Rajendra Prasad. We know that the first president, he became the first president of India. H.C. Mukherjee was the vice president of the Constituent Assembly. Harendra Kumar Mukherjee was the vice president of the Constituent Assembly and the third governor of the West Bengal. And he was the third governor of the West Bengal, H.C. Mukherjee. B.N. Rao, was an Indian civil servant and jurist, diplomat and statesman. And now 13th December 1946, an objective resolution was presented by Jawaharlal Nehru, laying down the underlying principles of the Constitution. When did Jawaharlal Nehru present the objective resolution in the assembly 13th December 1946. Okay, and on 22nd January 1947, okay, the assembly unanimously adopted the objective resolution. Okay, then something about the drafting committee of the Indian Constitution. 29th August 1947, B.R. Ambedkar became the chairman of the drafting committee. 29th August 1947. Okay. 24th January 1950, last meeting of the Constituent Assembly. 24th January 1950. Two Indian members of the Assembly signed the Constitution. 284. And the process took 2 years, 11 months and 18 days and a total expenditure of 6.4 million rupees on those days. What is the exact time taken by the assembly to complete the constitution? 2 years, 11 months and 18 days. Okay. Please remember. And the original copies of the Indian Constitution written in Hindi and English are kept in special helium-filled cases in the library of the Parliament of India. Original Constitution. No? And the original Constitution of India was handwritten by Prem Bihari Narayan in following italic style with beautiful calligraphy. And the English version has 1,17,369 words. Okay. And the Constitution of the UK, France, USSR, Japan, Germany, USA have influenced our Constitution. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru introduced the objective resolution in the assembly. When he introduced, please remember the point. Okay, now which constitutions have influenced our constitution? It means the members of the assembly or the constituent assembly adopted some important point from the following constitution. The ideals of liberty, equality, fraternity we have borrowed from French constitution. The concept of 5-year plans in the Indian constitution was borrowed from the constitution of Soviet Union. I mean Union of Soviet Socialist Republic, USSR, former USSR. The laws governing our Supreme Court and the concept of procedure established by law were adopted from the constitution of Japan. India borrowed the concept of suspension of fundamental rights during emergency rule was taken from the German constitution. From the United States Constitution, we adopted the term "we the people" in the preamble. So the constitution, so some of the constitutions influence our constitution also. Okay, please remember then. And please remember, Constitution is a comprehensive document containing the set of rules according to which the government of a country runs. Comprehensive means dealing with all elements. And the Constitution tells about the powers of the government, President of India, Prime Minister of India, Parliament of India. Okay. And we have learned about the, once again, please remember a cabinet mission. Okay. On 1946, Clement Attlee, he was the Prime Minister of United Kingdom, made an important announcement in the British Parliament. His government decided to send it to India to facilitate the transfer of power. This mission had 3 members. They were Patrick Lawrence, Stafford Cripps, Dr. A.V. Alexander. Okay. So we have learned So Clement Attlee was the Prime Minister of United Kingdom on those days, Britain. So he sent a mission to India, and that mission had 3 members, and these 3 members reached India and they had a consultation, a discussion with the Indian leaders. After all the discussions, so this story you will learn in class 10th history. Okay, the British sent a number of missions to India on various times. Okay, so about the constitution, so please remember and revise, okay, the facts, and you have to score full mark in the examination, only 3 lessons, and in the coming lesson we will have a revision of the remaining 2 history lessons. So this is about the Constitution of India, our constitution. What was the objective resolution? Who introduced the objective resolution, and when he introduced that resolution in the assembly, what was the importance of this resolution? Okay, and we have learned about the composition of the Constituent Assembly, how many members, and some of the prominent members, for example, okay, you know that one, Anglo-Indians, okay, like that, you know that one, H.G. Frank Anthony, such prater, like that. Okay, revise it. Thank you.